Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Vidiot On Demand. I'm your host, Philip Williams, because nobody else had the balls. I just saw the film Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire? Wow, that's a long title. Is that even how you say it? Do you pronounce the X? I don't know. Anyway, what did I think about it? Stay tuned.
I need to have reality to be focused on me. I'm on TV. I am a Vidiot.
So yeah, like with all of the reviews that I usually do, I'm gonna go non-spoilers and then I will let you know when it's time for spoilers. So in the non-spoiler section, let me just say, this is a movie that does exactly what it needs to do. If you go in for some giant monster kaiju action, you're gonna get giant monster kaiju action. What is it that was good about this? Basically, it's the action set pieces. And they really knocked that out of the park. It really feels like they have hit their stride and may have peaked with this movie because they just found really cool ways for monsters to attack, really cool ways for the humans to be of help, and really unique fight set pieces. That's basically what this is, just a giant cool fight movie. I really enjoyed seeing all of these creatures and in the hollow earth they established in all the movies. I also enjoyed that they didn't have thousands upon thousands of human characters to keep track of. Unlike the last movie where it felt like there was like, oh, you got these people, and then you got this people, and these people. This one's a lot more pared down. It's like they just go with what works and what is best for the story. Let's just focus on that woman who's the scientist and the little deaf girl and the guy who's the comic relief and the new handsome guy. Let's go with that. And then everybody else is peripheral characters. Perfect. I'll be honest, this is one of those universes that I kind of felt like, why is it low-key in the background quietly doing what all these other studios have not been able to do? You know, like you have your DC universe that has tried and failed to do this, and this movie pulls out a better versus movie than their Superman versus Batman movie. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird that they've managed to do that already? And they're going for their second round in this movie? Like, wow. The music had some great like 80s pling-plong synth stuff going on in the background every once in a while. The only time I didn't quite enjoy the background music is when it was going at its most bombastic. It didn't feel like it had a theme that I could like register as, oh, this is when Godzilla team up or whatever, right? I didn't get that vibe out of it, but when they have these little quieter moments and there was just beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, I really like that. I don't know why, that was just my music thoughts. If you're gonna tap out now before I start spoilers, I will say go check this out. It's a fun time at the theaters, colorful and action-packed. It's worth it. But before you go, I gotta tell you something special. You see, I have merch available. Check this out. Hold on. Are you guys ready for this? This is pretty cool. Boom! That's right. You see this beauty? You can own it if you want. There's going to be a link below if you want to check out that t-shirt. There's even another t-shirt with like the banner of this channel. If you do go into that link and buy some merch, that would be another way to really support the channel and let me know that you really love me. Let's do some spoilers. One thing I really love is that you have the little character of Mini Kong, I guess you want to call him. I don't know. This little character who's like, so cute when you first see him. And I love that that was just a misdirect because this kid is such a little dick. What you see in the trailer is how Kong first sees him, and he's like, "Oh, do you want to? Ow!" And then he gets bit, and that's showing that this little kid, he's trying to do what he can to stay alive. So he's not the nicest kid, and then grows to respect Kong over the course of their thing. Another thing that I truly enjoyed about this is Kong just goes on a little side mission where the humans are off doing something else, and they're kind of like trying to discover something, and then they're lost in the discoveries of, oh, wow, this is fascinating. Also, we got to do something because the world might end soon, I guess. But Kong is on his own little adventure, and there are no subtitles. It's just all told through visuals, which is really cool, which is one of the things I think will definitely make this a stronger watch for, people who don't speak the language and or kids who just want to, get story told to them through visuals. I think it's a really cool dynamic, actually, and I kind of wanted more of that. A bit of a surprise. Mothra's back, baby! Not that I'm a huge fan of Mothra or anything, but it was like they introduced her in King of the Monsters, I think. And that was the one that I skipped, to be completely honest. I haven't watched all of these religiously. I kind of tapped in and out. King of the Monsters, I think, was the last time we saw her. So this time it was fun that she's brought back. It was held completely by surprise. That was fun. And the fights, like I said, the fights were really creative. They had this like zero gravity fight that was like, whoa, this I've never seen, That'll be tough to do with guys in suits. And I think overall, this was a real success. I hope it does well, but the question is, where do you go from here? I kind of feel like to go further and higher than this might be a mistake. So hear me out. This is what I think they should do. I think they should do a solo Kong movie. There's no dialogue, just him and this new civilization of apes, which they give away in the trailer, that he is now sort of the ruler of, and him trying to start a life, but then maybe some other outside force is causing some trouble, maybe other animals in the area that he isn't aware of. Then him and the mini Kong have to fight back or something. I think that probably would be a good way to scale back down and show a more smaller story, because what are you going to do in the next one if it's just Godzilla, Kong, space monsters, and they have to be on a giant spaceship to space somehow? I don't know, like that would be a bit much. I think the people who are shepherding this franchise have been doing a pretty good job, and genuinely they're giving people what they want to see, and they're doing it very creatively. So I trust whatever they do next will probably be the right decision. There are no after credits at the end of this, just in case you're sitting around to the very end hoping to see something like a little hint of what's happening in the next one. No. But if you are yearning for some more monster action, perhaps you should check out the television show that they did that was connected to this universe called Monarch. So if you watch this and you're like, oh man, this is really good, let me get more, check that out. It's got Kurt Russell in it. It'll be fun. Well, that's all I got to say, and I hope you enjoyed this wonderful little video. I hope you don't forget about me when you become rich and famous.